Okay, I think this is recording now, but I wasn't 100% sure. This is Teresa. I'm the artist behind Cheeky Cherub's Nursery, and I'm just making this quick little video to let you know that Shanine is here and her boyfriend is here visiting, and I don't want people getting the wrong impression because they don't sleep in the same room or anything like that when they're here. Shanine's dad and I wouldn't feel that was appropriate, and they wouldn't even think it was appropriate because of the kind of people they are and the way they were both raised to be. We had such a fun day today. I just wanted to kind of let everybody know that we had little Kieran out today, and they took a little videotape when we were in Walmart. We were just, you know, I'm in a scooter on it because I have multiple sclerosis and I get really exhausted, especially in the heat where we live. It's very, very hot, and so I always use a scooter if I'm walking any distance. Like if I were to go to a theme park or something like that, or even a huge store, I would use my scooter. But I was just listening to Nick's little video that he made last night, and really brought tears to my eyes because, you know, when someone says that they really care and you do your best to give back as much as you can, but you got to keep. I'm a mom, so I've got to keep a certain distance there, safe distance there. But he is right when he says that we're a very close family. We are, and we have a lot of fun together. It's not just always, intense and deep or anything like that. We do get into deep conversations a lot, but we have so much fun together, all of us. And my little boy, I call him my little boy because there's 9 years apart between my daughter and my son is going to be 13 soon, and he's going into the teens, but he's still my baby, and it's really nice that he has someone to look up to, that's someone worthy to look up to, because today they're few and far between, and you girls all know that out there. But I wanted to just give you a word of caution in that, never in life is everything perfect, but you make the best of things as you can. I've been married now 22 years now to the same man, and we've had ups and downs, backwards, forwards, you name it. We've gone through it, and we've come out through it every single time. And I'm so proud to say that I have just about the best daughter anybody could ever want or ask for. She's got the hugest heart, and I don't know if anybody knows out there, because she's kind of hard to, kind of has a little bit of a wall there, and has for a long time. Just her personality, it's just a little caution she has there, and that's okay. That's okay. Red flags come up for a reason, but she's a super loyal friend and a really great girl, and I'm very, very proud of her. And I just wanted to say that anyone that becomes a friend of hers and is a friend for life, that's how she is. And I raised her to be that way, that people earn your trust, and then when they've earned your trust and you feel that you can trust that person, sorry, my computer, that you can trust that person, then you can slowly open up. Well, Nick's a little more or less a little more open about things than she is, and I noticed that in the little video she was trying to keep him not to reveal too much of his personal life, and I wanted to tell the young girls out there that might be listening that that is super advice, because the internet's a great place, and it's a great reborning community, has the most beautiful people in it, I think, most loving people that I've ever seen. I haven't met anybody, but I mean that I've ever seen. We all share that really kind of maternal and paternal instincts that we all share together, and I think it's super. And I don't feel in any way embarrassed about what I do. I love reboarding, and I love sculpting, and I love the way the dolls just come to life, and they take on their own little personalities, and I enjoy every single one of them thoroughly. I love them. But I just, a word of caution to you girls out there, just be careful, because this is a nice place, and you might feel safe. I'm a mommy, so you might feel safe, but you don't know me really, and it's just be a word of caution. Take caution. And if you ever feel that, you get that kind of deep that feeling inside that it's like a little red flag in the back of your mind that just kind of comes up, go with it every time, because 9 out of 10 times you're right. Okay? Just a word of caution. Now, more not so many deep things is that I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so good. I'm going through a really good spell right now, and I hope it doesn't end. So I'm going to be starting a new doll called Bebo, and I've never even heard of it before, but I bought it a couple of months ago, and he's just gorgeous. I can't wait to reborn him, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to part with him, but he is absolutely knock dead gorgeous, and I'm so exhausted from shopping. I don't even want to clear down the hall to get the box out to show you, but I'll show you tomorrow. And I hope that the 2 girls that have purchased my first couple of dolls that I ever made, I know you will love them as much more than even I did making them, and just thoroughly enjoy them. And don't ever feel embarrassed about loving dolls. I mean, you see men fly airplanes, those little radio control airplanes, and play the video games and stuff, and no one ever thinks anything of it. So what's wrong with loving a loving, beautiful act is to love a doll? What's wrong with that? I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've loved dolls my whole entire life. I think I remember when my daughter was just 3 months old. I think she was 3 months old. I bought her first little baby doll, and she would teeth on its head. It was all one piece, so it was safe, and it didn't have hair or anything, and the paint wasn't from China or anything. It was really safe in the 80s, and I just remember that was the start of it with her, and I just lived vicariously through her when she went through her dolls till she got to the bitty baby dolls and the American Girl dolls and all that, and I went through all that with her, and we had American Girl parties and all of that with her friends, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really have, and I've always and deep down inside, I've always had this longing, and I'm so glad that God led me to this reborning. It was just I'll talk about it another time. It just has to do with my disease and things, and I just don't want to be a downer right now. I'm kind of on an upswing, and I don't really think about it, but it's been a lifelong dream to be a doll maker, and I just feel like I love reborning. And now that I know that technique, my next step is to create a absolutely beautiful work of art of my own. I'm also a sculptor. I've been an artist my whole life, but I sculpt, and I sculpt little mini babies, and I love them. I just think they're beautiful, and I love every part of little babies. I love every chubby little wrinkle, every toe, every hand, everything about them. I have baby radar. If I'm in a restaurant, or I'm in the grocery store, or I'm anywhere, and there's a baby anywhere, I just, my eyes go right to it. I have to check it out. I've got to get close and look at it, and oh, you're so cute, and look at their little toes and their little fingers and everything, because I'm just amazed. I think there isn't anything more amazing and just absolutely amazing than a newborn human being that hasn't been exposed to the worst side of life, and hasn't even been exposed to the best side of life yet. They're just a clean slate, and the big smiles when they learn to smile, and all the little steps that their baby goes through. I remember every single moment. I've tried to treasure every single moment of my children's babyhood, and I have never forgotten any of it. I love being a mommy so much. In fact, I would have been like 22 kids and counting if I could have. It just didn't work that way for me. But God allowed me to have 2 babies, and I'm so thankful and grateful to God that I have such beautiful children, and I look forward in the future, not right now. I mean, I'm happy with my little reborn Kieran at the moment. Having little reborn Kieran has fulfilled a lot, I see, in my daughter and her boyfriend, and I find that very interesting to me. I'm very interested when I see the 2 of them building this rapport and this relationship with this little reborn doll, because I know about the doll projects they do in high school and things like that for kids, and I really, at first I had no idea the impact it would have on my daughter. It all just kind of snowballed. I started doing this, and the 2 of them, when I was having a really bad hospital stay, had a really bad exacerbation, and I couldn't barely move, and I was in the hospital for a long time. The 2 of them surprised me and organized my entire nursery and my doll room so that I could get to all my paints and everything. And I came home and I was in shock, and that kind of started it with them. And I think that kind of role play kind of thing that they're doing is, it just shows me something really spectacular about Nick, is that he's there's not very many men that are comfortable like he is, although he was raised with all sisters. That has nothing whatsoever to do with it. It's just an innate feeling that he has toward my daughter that brings that out in him, because he's never been like that before. It's just that the 2 of them together, they seem to be like a perfect yin and yang. They're really well, they're going to be really well-equipped parents, I think, when the day comes. My daughter, I don't know if you know, but she's eventually going to be going to, excuse me, my brain. She's going to be a obstetrician. Surprise, and deliver healthy babies. And she's very much looking forward to that. She's been very studious her whole life, and she's just set on a course. And Nick wants to start doing the courses so that he can be he wants to do the first ultrasounds on people that come in, so it'll be like a family practice. And I think that's a wonderful thing the 2 of them have planned together, and I hope more than anything that happens for them. But if it doesn't, it's all in God's hands, and it makes no difference to me. I just want my daughter to be happy and healthy and make good and right choices. And that's another thing I want you girls out there to understand, is that it's all in the choices that you make.